Abusuya eye Russia special force akopie mu ewo eye Burkina Faso se omo ko support eye omo president ebetoga se ene eye France ese allegedly no omo kutu Burkina Faso aban no ayeden ade agu efiri se omo nyantiye se ekuromafo no complain se omo bre omo ho kire omo obeka ya last week no eye Burkina Faso fo ama omo wo France eye demonstration our France abontre so editia eye omo president no ono nam so ama eye France aban enei atesada serafo ede akopie mu ewo Burkina eye omo empesua no so anase omanya enei omo be Burkina ni bi France edo mo sojafo akogu a enei omaya krado se omukutu eye aban no allegedly omukutu aban no ede agu ono na Captain Smart so ede abetu dwase enei eye oman mienu a omoso support the France ateki no eye Russia and afezo so China na afezo so eye America de omo akogina eye France achi efiri se omo se president ni baaye no obeye ku obetra so no enei na America for mining company bi e Burkina Faso obaaye no wabeje e de afiri omo nsam a watu $90 million e de amomo se omo nko nanka enei eye Ashanti gold mines nanka enei ye president John Dramani Mahama baaye no oyen kra tabni ade o se da bi be pese meji eye eye gold eye company no na me de magana enti sikasem bi ewom bia no enemitua na me de ama eye Ashanti gold mines monye na munkom krum nanka waje eye Ashanti gold mines no nanka de ama eye Ghana mine no obi na eye Ibrahim ene woye ya sesabusuya ode mo mu nti ono nam so ama ene eye US ene France de busuya o maja ene ama China ene eye Russia also aye krado se omo kwakoboa eye Burkina Faso president free say decision na ene eye France atekino omo no mo anya adwene na abusuansa ne bebo wuram na ye tie eye ensem no from Captain Smart one pese me bo eye eniema eye president betra so waye e de ama eye ne man no abusua videos ni bi eni ha AHINTASEM TV subscribe, like, share, the comments so nefa.
Ibrahim Traore has just made history by launching his own line of aircraft, vehicles, and smartphones, sending shockwaves through the global market. His bold move to position Burkina Faso as a tech and manufacturing powerhouse has sparked major backlash from Western leaders and corporate giants, including Donald Trump and Elon Musk. The newly unveiled Traore tech conglomerate is set to produce Burki Air, Africa's first domestically built aircraft, designed for military and commercial use. Faso Motors, a locally manufactured electric and fuel-powered vehicle brand. Sahel Phone, a secure, high-performance smartphone free from Western tech influence. Speaking at the grand launch, Traore declared his mission to end Africa's dependency on Western-made technology, stating, "For too long, Africa has been a consumer, not a creator. Today, we take back control of our industries, our resources, and our future." However, this game-changing development has not been welcomed by everyone. Elon Musk, the billionaire behind Tesla and SpaceX, reportedly sees Traore's move as a direct challenge to his dominance in electric vehicles and aerospace. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is said to be furious over the rapid rise of an African leader challenging Western economic control. Sources claim Trump is pressuring allies to place sanctions on Traore's businesses, citing unfair competition. Despite these threats, Traore remains defiant, promising to expand his companies across Africa, creating jobs and ensuring the continent no longer depends on foreign corporations. His supporters hail him as a modern-day African revolutionary, while critics warn that his actions could trigger global economic tensions. Will Traore's bold vision succeed, or will Western powers try to shut him down? One thing is certain: the world is watching, and Africa's time has come.
Has never seen this before, Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore, just delivered a bold message to the world, not with words, but with food, oil, and love. Traore has officially launched a Pan-African humanitarian mission, sending massive aid shipments of rice, cooking oil, sugar, and medical supplies to 7 struggling African nations, replacing the long-standing dependency on USAID. We don't need foreign aid. We need African brotherhood. At the flag-off ceremony in Ouagadougou, Traore said, "If America can help us, then surely we can help each other. Africa must carry Africa now, not the West." Which countries received the aid? The first phase of the mission delivered essentials to Niger, Mali, Chad, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Central African Republic, South Sudan. Each country received truckloads of food, clean water systems, medical kits, and school supplies, all funded and organized by the Burkina Faso government. Trump, reportedly furious behind closed doors. Inside sources say former U.S. President Donald Trump was caught off guard calling an emergency meeting with his allies. One source quoted him saying, "How can they replace America? This is unacceptable." Some U.S. officials even warned that Traore's influence is growing too fast and threatens to break the West's grip on Africa. Africans are celebrating. This is true leadership. The internet is on fire. People across the continent are calling this the true definition of leadership. A Nigerian student posted, "We used to wait for foreign food drops. Now we look up and see an African truck with a Burkinabe flag. It made me cry." Western media silent. But Africans are wide awake. Major news outlets in the West have ignored the story, but African platforms are flooded with images of children receiving food, mothers hugging aid workers, and flags of Burkina Faso waving with pride. Traore ends with a powerful statement. Today it is food. Tomorrow it will be power, technology, and jobs. Africa is rising without chains. Would your president do this? Share this story to show the world that Africa is done waiting for handouts. We are our own solution.
President Ibrahim Traore is building hospitals to help the people. He recently opened a national hospital named after former President Thomas Sankara. This new hospital will give free medical care to all citizens, making it easier for them to get treatment without worrying about money. President Traore says he wants to improve health care and make sure everyone gets the help they need. Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore, is building hospitals to help the people. He recently opened a national hospital named after former President Thomas Sankara. This new hospital will give free medical care to all citizens, making it easier for them to get treatment without worrying about money. President Traore says he wants to improve health care and make sure everyone gets the help they need.
Yes, this is another refinery that Burkina Faso is building. This refinery is in Kokodo, the west of Ouagadougou. It's a multi-tax refinery. As you can see, it's going to carry out a lot of refining. And for those of you who keep asking where Burkina Faso gets money from, they are the 13th largest gold producers and 4th in Africa. Know this.
History of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black.
Ibrahim Traore oda bia wona. Tuesday ya etwam yi. Omokoye coup. Some terrorists come person be ship presidential palace no. Omo de petru no maku no. Na enne toso Tuesday you, enne toso 19. Say 20 assassination attempts since or by. Nkrumah de na
in almost 3 years so.
But Traore now be very popular because on the
7 years. Young guy.
Nti akwa na ya saa nneɛma no nyinaa no. Na obiebie factory. The ama ne ho abeda nso kra ye say money for dey say gold no so mo 35%. Traore ndi waje 100%. Na US for gold mine bi ho wotua 90 million ma mo no waje ni nyinaa. $90 million was wato. Wa nationalize all the gold reserves. Mo na etu so mo nkoton raw gold biem. The oye nyinaa no say e ha adwen. E ha France for
abusua fe yemo wura mu na yenko Captain Smart na so ye ne yenko tie ensamu a ono so e de abetudwa eni abusua share na like na comment so na fa emai
the am desisi and say special forces na fi Russia na ko duru Burkina ebinum call last Friday.
Okay.
Enra second batch ni ko duru ye say ya me no kasa no or Burkina no the third batch of the special forces from Russia akwa ko duru Burkina. France soldier for ni bin so call Burkina last week Tuesday na watch France say afede Abrantie no Ibrahim Traore or tete ni krumufo tete ni krumufo ina so ama France mfa o man fo bio ti o man amadwen say o metu na ban na gu on pese o mo ye ne nyedoa but the aim then say Russia intervening say ompene Russia say ompene sa ne ma wen nyina no ye ma mpeni dada na di kan ekokeka Traore ho nsam kire UN
mpeni dada na mu ne he
dada do oko US okohia omo security capos no
ya me ntina Mahama inauguration as when chia no.
That's right. Ntina Traore nchia naana no.
Oh, I see.
And from a very reliable source no kire say also a military leader.
Yes.
But then come between na akasa. But where you need to know free no. But from a reliable source they can also on trust naana do. To mean so did to no beto no.
But at that point in time, naana no your president.
Share. Moja kurie ofin kran ekoduru mankasim moja da wontirim enti o say ontimi yituo no nto because on jisa papa ni di it was time na oto na okeka sansem ne fa Ibrahim Traore ho no the foreign affairs minister so te nchen oba no me sister pani ayoko not te nchen. And she was surprised to yinani I feel no can kind name by force. I heard their president take her. Me bonya mempa say I am reliably informed. We share international security councils and then the platforms to be near maybe a Kosoa. What me say China is also not happy about the approach by France.
I see.
Donald Trump shared that making statement to be but one of the security couples I make a very funny comment say Africa can never be allowed to overtake the world.
Africa can never be allowed
to overtake the world.
Interesting.
And we share P5 member nations now. Yeah, the permanent 5 United Nations Security Council is one more veto power now. France can. And France is now struggling to survive because Burkina say all man coin. Na on sasa the sana di ebuegu mi praso am medwa. O share said the air corner. I am very much happy, sir, for the very first time in the international history, the politics of the globe, of the world, you know. Some advanced nations. China is also part of the P5. Okay?
Yeah.
And China says, you know, a ban economic war on a leader.
Yeah, sure.
And last week, China ne Burkina for economic contract pact na almost signed.
Yeah.
what they are saying is that every tomato paste beer or mobile, China will buy.
Okay. From Burkina to China?
Yes, from Burkina to China.
Interesting. That's a good move.
Yes, from Burkina to China. And then China say on pe Burkina uranium no free. Price no they ma France da no. On so beton the same price. So now watch this. Say Russia ka so betobi. Na obeton the price na France say on ton. Na China so say obeton the same price na France say on ton. Ebekwa koye 2 against 3. Who have veto power no.
Yeah.
One more veto no so no. Which are UN security laws now? Article 41, Article 42, in relation to Article 39 now. One more veto no. Which me hear or pay you 2 for unti. It is France here na say you 2 for unti. America so here na say onu sunti no be komu a. No akobwa France so onkokon ewo Burkina.
Yeah.
Russia so veto.
Sure. Also to the form.
China so veto.
Yeah.
Once we enu so tu omofo a. Omo mfa. So they be kwa kobe ina and say Germany. Or ye din not now. Cause on already no Russia tia no. Nti ono obeye din Italy be din. Na be ya kasifo yi emie no. And me nim say France abambebu. The aircon. Because ebi before ya bre na ye do baby a we no as I say you organize United African Forces to support Burkina Faso.
United
African Forces. That's how I want to call it.
But Africa is not even united. So,
fine. So we can have
part of Africa. Is it West Africa, South Africa,
well,
East Africa,
well,
North Africa?
Well, they have African United Forces.
Because North Africans they don't see themselves as Africans.
Already South Africa on a France and Tamil fine.
Absolutely.
Because of BRICS.
Yes. And
South Africa on a American Tamil and fine. Because already in America episode don't talk across the sun say South Africa na abeye arms hub for Russia.
Yeah.
And the Ukraine war no Russia one of the money amabi ni ade bi fa through China ne here. It's South Africa any American Tamil and fine say yet. And you know, you bet me United African Forces. No one call Burkina. You real Burkina. Or maybe your best story or person or ye independent. No. You be your support.
The West Africa na Ghana for cow.
Oh, you soldier for no.
You soldier for where you but more. Na and channel mo cast access.
There be one cast say one cause out space na.
Carbon no.
Oh, yeah, kai no mo de.
There no come one no de chu.
I say omo call peacekeeping near there. Yeah,
omo de car the transport to.
Kantan ka be mo bi. Enya. We should not sit down and allow France and allow America to perpetuate crime now we're perpetuating in Libya against Mama Gaddafi and your friend is saying Libya no. Obama na yes answer.
Yes, but even as Libya entered the same as Libya in those years. You see, Libya use international airports. Omo use military airports. From time you bomb start time until now. One of the biggest hospitals are Libya. I been Tripoli Towers. Maybe another Gaddafi no. Omo say no. And you beam from that time till now. Omo the biggest sports stadium in Africa, 80,000 capacity. And now Udru Honomwa, she ni Honomo. Nothing. There's nothing there.
Mamen Kamfu Goldberry and Construction Limited Abusia Emfa Enye de Emma Omoye Adwumakuwa eba eye adansie padia ene Abusia Oma we dremu omu dimu tintiman eba adwuma pa say nei eba se Abusia opese wo si dan nanso so hwan na betimi de dan na hye nsa amana gyinamu ayeden asi ade ama course ewiase mu no nukuredie anase nipa wodi nukure eho ayede enna oti aburukyire onyu obi ani hwan kura no betimi gyinamu si dan ade ama wa fa danse ho nyina ekodan Goldberry and Construction Limited ayeden omo akache se eba se omo anya drawing no emfama wa ultra modern aye architectural drawing pan ne omo be ye e de ama no magina so asidan no e de ama kama say na iwu de wo se ompese obehye dan na se wotimi wakami bia ompe de omasie wie susu de a ene omo 3 bedroom 4 bedroom ultra-modern building nice one a omasie e de si wabusua omo eton ni nyina so betabi dom numbers no a egu screen so no na wa from na abusua wo no mo ayeden adi eye eho enkomo afa to say ye building materials e na ope iron rods roofing sheet blocks edien e na abusua cement ni nyina obinya bi e de amount say nei o asase e na pesa already start said the beja that be ye nyimfru nsem e bia na mo ya sore e na mo asase ya ntam bi da ba bi but mo nyam register ya Monfa registration how nyina ko dan Goldberry and construction limited na busua omo emwa mo esoso eyeden ewo eye hono fa numbers na go screen so na 02070 36 71 0